Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to be breaking down GBP, JPY and GBP AUD. So let's go onto the weekly time frame. Let's go into the weekly time frame. Let's remove all of this and let's just understand what's going on. So if we just rewind and zoom out and see exactly what's happened on the weekly time frame, we can see it's pretty clear that 180 was a respected area. This was a nice psychological level that when we had this huge volume candle, when we closed above 180 for the first time, we tapped into this area once and we pushed up into around 184. Then we came back into this area, we tapped it again, and we had a huge wick, which seems like it stopped these early buyers out before having a pull back, leaving this wick, breaking these highs, and continuing our upside momentum. Now we can see we formed a higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high on the weekly time frame. So we are clearly bullish on the weekly time frame. But I just want to be aware of what can possibly happen. We can see that these are the highs and these are the lows. These aren't the lows. So right now, if we see this little area here, we can see, if we just zoom out a little bit, that price has broken above this high. I can see price potentially dipping back into this area and continuing upside momentum, or pinching above these highs. We can see what price likes to do is come into the previous week highs, pinch above it and reverse. How far down we're going to reverse just depends on structure, depends on the liquidity. In this case, I believe that if we do pinch above these highs, we're going to have a small pullback before continuing the upside momentum, simply because of how bullish the weekly time frame is. Just the monthly, have a quick peek. Yeah, we had a huge wick on the monthly, higher low. But yeah, the weekly. I can see us coming back into this area and continuing up. But that's just our weekly verdict. Let's go on the smaller time frames because this can change potentially. Okay, so we can keep these as our highs on the daily. Again, the daily looks like it's due a pullback, right? We formed this high, higher low, higher high. Are we going to pull back here and continue up? Or, let's remove this. Are we going to pull back like this and continue up? Or are we going to pull back like this and continue up? We don't know. We just have to see. And it's not just going to go straight down. If we're going to pull back into this area, it's not just going to go like that. On the 4-hour time frame, we might see some bounce play. We might see something like this and then a continuation down, right? So we need to be aware. For me, it looks like I think we're going to come back into this area. Maybe we may pinch these weekly lows in some way or match these lows before continuing up. So definitely if price comes into this area and we get 4-hour rejections and we get 30-minute rejections, I am looking for buys. In regards to what is going on, let's just move this to the left, this way to the left a bit. Boom. Yeah, we can see as well, this is a beautiful level. Price reversed, tapped into this area once, twice, 3 times, broke these highs, pulled back into this area again, broke above, retested, broke above, retested, pushed up. Then what did we do? We came back into this area of support. We came back. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, pump. 1, 2, 3, bullish engulfing. I can see a potential pump into here. Or price coming back into our previous 4-hour structural point. This 4-hour structural point, why? Because we were bullish on the 4-hour, right? We broke these lows, we broke this low, so we can see price potentially come back into those lows, right? And continue our downside momentum. But the way GJ likes to move, from my experience, right? Let's see. Okay. This is why this is so beautiful and can be so simplistic, because as I said, when price came here, we raced into these highs. When price came here, especially when the body has closed above this body here has closed above these bodies here. So we haven't even, we respected the body, right? We respected this area nicely, not just with wicks, but with the bodies as well. So I can see price either coming here and dropping down into these lows or these lows. If price decides to break above, I'm going to look for the retracement into this zone and buy into there. That's the beauty of this. It all matters what happens here. If we reject this area, sell. If we break that area, buy. That's it. That's simply what it is. Now, the question is, how do I think price is going to play out? I think, right, price may come here, form some sort of double top, push down into this area, maybe even do this, maybe, but I doubt that might happen. But yeah, something, the main move would be a double top, I think, break all the way down here. If that does not happen, I am looking for a break, a retest, and a buy. A buy over here. Why am I looking for a buy over here? The weekly is bullish, the daily is bullish. This area we can see on the hourly time frame. When price came into this area, we rolled into this area right here. Let's just move it to the bodies. Yeah. So it makes sense to be looking for buys. And also here as well, you can see we broke above, we retested, we had a huge engulfing. So this is definitely a nice level. I would say an intraday level, a nice intraday level to be looking for some buys, especially because we'll break above these highs and we can stab back into these wicks. So yeah, this is a good area to trade from. Either buy or sell. I think what's going to happen is we're going to tap this area and we're going to drop down into 183.459. Yeah, 183.459. Anything else that we're missing? Let's take our time. Let's not rush this. 3-day. Yeah, look, we had a huge wick as well on the 3-day. 30-minute time frame, we saw a nice engulfing. We came back into this area, another engulfing, another tap, tapped off this area. I'm actually in a buy right now on this trade. I think I got in around after this engulfing candle here. I put my stops below that low, and it was a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Yeah, so it was a 1 to 2. I caught in around here. Yeah, somewhere like that. It was a 1 to 2. So let's see how that plays out. What I'm just waiting for is price to break these highs. Because I think what may happen is something like this, dip back in, boom. But yeah, we need to see what happens there. We need to see what happens there. I can look for buys in the break of these highs, but I don't want to do that. That's not something that I'm interested in. It's just about here. Even look here, we broke below these lows, we rejected again, and we dropped. So definitely rejection, drop. Yeah. Yep. We also broke structure on the 4-hour time frame as well. So the 4-hour has become bearish for the first time in a very long time. When was the last time we were bearish on the 4-hour? Here, I believe. Yeah, here. We broke a structure. We formed a high, broke, retested, drop. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, broke, retest, drop. Interesting. Let's see. Gbpjpy AUD. What can we see? This is tough. This is a little bit tricky because we are just pushing up into these highs. Do I want to buy? Not really, because how much higher is this going to push? When is the pullback going to happen? Are we at our highs? Are we not? I'm not sure. Even on the daily time frame, are we going to have a pullback, right? I don't know. So two reasons why I may be bending more towards a sell. I know you're probably thinking that's crazy because of how bullish momentum is and stuff. But you have to remember, right, we're coming into 2000, which is a very strong psychological level. We can also see in the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we left a prominent wick where we tapped and retested these lows. We prominent wick and we absolutely leaked. And price What did it do? What did it do? It didn't, even these highs here, right? Look at these highs. We pinched but above it and we dropped. Right now we can see in this wick, the weekly closed below this wick. Even on the daily time frame. We came above it and we came below and we left a nice wick to the downside. If you go on the 4 hour, we rejected once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. So maybe what you can look for is some sort of sell. I wouldn't sell there, to be honest. I think what's going to happen is something like this. Break. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take a conservative approach and not look for sells up here because this is bullish. We can easily do something like this and fly. So for me, the most logical standpoint is wait for our 4 hour closure below, wait for 30-minute retracement, and look for sells here, down into here. If I get a 4 hour rejection here and 30-minute rejections, I'm looking for buys back into this area here. You don't have to take the sell here because of how bullish we are. So we can wait for price to come down here and maybe look for buys up into these two areas. Gold has just been falling down a cliff. Low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. Cool, that's all great. And when you're looking for these low, lower highs, you can be like, all right, cool, we're projecting ourselves towards these lows. So it's great. If price was here, you could maybe get in, get in, get in, get in. But the problem for me right now is that we're very low. When I mean we're very low, that is that we're at these lows on the weekly time frame. Two things can happen. We can close back above this week. We can close back above, right? Or we can tap in and continue to drop. For me, it's 50-50 right now because we've pinched below our low and our job is done here. So now price may look for a push back up. We've closed below this wick. So yeah, we're bearish on the weekly now, clearly, right? We've seen lower low, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low on these weekly candles in the last 3 weeks. So yes, definitely, this is a potential chance of happening. If you go on the 4 hour, you can see a low, lower low, lower high, sorry, lower high. But do I sell here? Or where do I sell to? All the way down there? It doesn't seem likely. Do I wait for a break and a retest and look for buys? But again, it's tricky because am I going to really want to buy like that? Does that mean the weekly candle is going to be like this? Or is the weekly going to continue dropping? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure. I need to see and adapt to see what new data the market presents to me. Maybe we can wait for a break of structure, or maybe wait to see what happens here. Maybe you can wait for price to come back into this area, and if we get a nice engulfing, you can start looking for some sells down into these lows for an intraday sell. But that's what I'll be looking for. Maybe if you're an intraday buyer, intraday trader, you can wait for a break, retest, and you can look for buys into these highs or these highs. That makes sense to me. But yeah, that's not really my focus, to be fair. I think GbpAUD and Gbpjpy is definitely the best this week and my primary focus. So let's see how that plays out. Yeah, but again, I just want everyone to make sure that you're patient. You wait for your confirmations. You don't rush. If you see price coming into this area here and you are waiting for an engulfing and you get that engulfing, sell. What are you doing? Why are you waiting? You've got your confirmation. You planned it. What are you hesitating about? That you're going to lose? Who cares? Who cares? There's 365 days in a year. You're going to be trading on 80, you have 80% of those days are trading days. So what are you worried about one trade on one day? What are you worried about one loss? Probably will take 50, 60, some of you 100 or 200, I don't know, trades in a year. And you're worried about one loss? It don't matter. Just stick to your confirmation, stick to your plan, continue adapting your plan and your strategy to increase your probabilities on each trade. But yeah, don't hesitate. Stay calm, stay relaxed, stay focused, stay patiently aggressive. And I hope you all have a great trading week this week. Thank you very much, and peace.